Hello, everybody. This is Ivy, and well, finally, I'm I'm back with a video as a guest design team for the Lavish Laces, um, owned by the lovely Jay Zeller, um, and this is her shop in Etsy, which is lavishlaces.etsy.com. She sells a lot of lovely vintage laces, trims, and treasures. Um, and I believe she does antique papers and all that kits as well. Yes, so if you're interested, do go and have a look. I will put that link below in the description box. And also, she is also on Facebook. If you look up Lavish Laces, um, there'll be some design team members projects featuring her beautiful laces and trims and kits. So yes, and I'm very honored. Thank you, Jay Zilla. I hope I get that name right because I'm rubbish at pronouncing. Yeah, for asking me to be on as your the guest design team member, and I finally managed to do a project, which is quite a big project. Took me about a week, doing a little bit at a time because I can only start my project um, when the school holiday starts, as I work in the school. So yeah, so now that I've got some free time, I managed to do the project, and I hope I've done your beautiful laces justice. So okay, let's not waste time. So what I've made, I hope I can get it all in the screen because it's such a quite a big all fabric vintage shabby journal, or rather book, whatever you wish to call it. Yes, so this is what I've done, and you can see it's quite big. It's huge. If you can see it this way, trying to get it all into the frame, but it's hard. So okay, let's delve into it. Okay, so I have with the closure I've used sari silk ribbons, two of them. One of them is more like a linen, but this so I double that up. So basically the base of this cover is all vintage and antique linens and doilies that I have, okay, for my own stash. So I built it up into a thick layer and sew it, hand sew everything. So a lot of hand sewing here. No hot glue, lots hand sewing and fabric tag. So she is called Belladonna, okay. The images is from the a digital by a journal. Hang on, I got it written now and I lost it. Hang on a minute. Sorry, guys. There we go. It's by TaylorMade Journals. Okay, she is on Etsy. So I printed everything out in fabric, and you can see it's very vintage. Images, digital. So what I do, yeah, so I layered everything out. You can see here there's a lot of layers. One, two, three, four at least. And then this is my handmade Shabby Chic flower Underneath there is a applique that I cut. As you can see, the other half is down there, and then a bit of applique flowers. And this is one of my treasured antique lace. It's very delicate, and it already has this very, very pale pink ribbon through it already. This is very, very delicate. So I got that around this fabric frame, and then at the bottom here I have one of these lovely dangle applique to go down as like a the front of a dress. And this is a huge beautiful brooch that I just pin on, so it's detachable, and I sew on a few vintage buttons here as well. So underneath this is a piece of Remington I got left of lace, and then here at the bottom as well is a bit of cheesecloth. I haven't used cheesecloth for a long time, and I thought, right, I get it out. So there's layers and layers on there, okay? And then at the side here is a vintage style applique in a light gold, and I thought that is quite appropriate for this theme. So I'll glue the whole applique on there on the spine, and in the back you can see the laces that I've used, and you can see my all-time favorite button-back kind of lace, which is a long piece. Cut it down, and then underneath I can't show you, and then there's another piece of lovely vintage cloth lace, whatever, and then a piece of delicate lace, and then here at the back is also a printed image which I use to attach to the back page to give it some stability. And then we'll come to this tassel at the end, okay, because that was something that was an afterthought when I finished, and I thought, right, what is left of trims, I use up all the trims, the fine trims from Lavish Laces to make a tassel. So we'll come back to that. So the page here, we can all see, okay, this is a, look at this gorgeous delicate antique lace, and this is also very vintage, if not antique, eyelet on the side here. There's a hidden pocket. I didn't put anything in there, but I will put some antique letter papers in there later on. So this is the first image of this belladonna. She's in a finer's gear, and this is a very, very old, it's a Victorian applique, beaded applique that I bought off a vintage shop of mine up in Lincoln here. When it was closing down, I bought the whole set here. But it's truly Victorian. They cut it off a Victorian dress, and I thought, right, I'll use it to kind of create, the hat. Okay, so I got a little bit of scrap there, vintage, and this is a vintage ribbon as well that I rustle up, and a bit of applique, and this is velvet trim from Lavish Lace, and then I got some little fussy trims as well, because this is like vintage, and the images has got a lot of black in it, so that's why I put a little black, but it still look vintage to me. And this is, you can see, and this is a trim as well from Lavish Lace, and this is also from Lavish Laces. So I just ruffled them up and gathered and like form the neckline of a dress, and then using the trim as a necklace. This is a cameo. Okay, so that is that. And then because I have this black dango flower from my stash, I found it and it was exactly what was on the image here. So I thought, right, I use that and pin it on and over some vintage doilies here, which I got 2 pieces. And then this is a lovely lace from Lavish Lace there. I just cut a piece. It is really long and wide, and get it up and put it underneath. So that is that page, and this is a vintage heart-shaped doily. I just hand sewed it onto the between the pages. You can see this the pages, the images. That is, you know, very vintagey. And here I use I make a tag for with this pocket, which is lovely lace from Lavish Laces, and then I put a tag on there just as in the pocket, just using some offcuts. And then this is another picture of Belladonna. Again, I use those lovely laces from Lavish Laces, gathered it all up and use it as a hat, dangling earrings. And then this one I found it in my stash, and I use it as a shawl, a shoulder shawl over her dress. Okay, and then with her brooch. So that was that. And I hope I'm in frame because I can't fit in the top and bottom. So this is one of the lovely trims, and then I make a pocket envelope out of one of the pages that I made. I've lined it with the calico, and it's neckties, the doily and a flower, and there I just put little notes in there for writing. So there are things to write on, you know, should it be, you know, what somebody wants to write on and keep notes. This is an antique French little card. So that goes in the envelope. So, and these are 2 little printable that are from the ephemera text documents and etc. whatever from Nostalgic Graphic Land, and I just love that digital. So this is another lovely lace. Look at that, come in this gorgeous antique pink color. So I use that to, you know, as to just, you know, to kind of take off the darkness. And then here we go. This one here is again is of these lovely trims. I just cut off, you can see I cut off one edge and stick there to secure this lace. And there's another one here again. Is another one of her lovely laces. You can see how wide it is. It's just lovely. Okay, again, you know, it's a nice way to look at the beautiful lace rather than do something with it. So, and then I just glue it on with one of my vintage laces. So we got a nice page there. So if you got any secret you want to hide, you can kind of just cover it. So this is Donnabella again in one of her finest gear. So I just use a shabby trim over that on her hat. And then I strung this pearl necklace over her. It's sewn on, so it shouldn't come off, you know, with the handling. And this is a gorgeous antique doily. Just fold it in roughly like half, not quite half, and then so we form 2 layers of, you know, the bodies. And then you can see a bit of the trim as well from Lavish Laces. And this is actually a pocket. Okay, so it's got a pocket there because I joined 2 pages together, so on the edges, so that forms a pocket. And in there is a little writing booklet. We can see Donnabella, and this is the lace I was showing you. Isn't that gorgeous? And then trim again. I can't have it too much on because otherwise the book would close and it'd be too bulky. So I keep it as minimal as possible. And here I've got a lovely old picture. So we'll say that is Donnabella when she was young. There's a charm there dangling there. There we go. So there's some writing pages on there. Oh, there's a little pocket that I tuck in or no letter. Well, digital that is. So that goes inside these pockets. Lip is dangling out. So on this page is another pocket, and look at this is more trims from Lavish Laces, and so is this as well. I just kind of, stick applique and a little flower there, the pocket, so with a little collage tag with the laces from, or trims from Lavish Laces. There's a little digital, stick in there, and there's one vintage antique hanky. So again, I sew it onto there between the pages. This is a lovely lace on the edges as well. And here is the page. I need to stick, yes, you can find any digital. Can't find anything, so I will just, I have to remember to stick a letter in there or something. And then on the other pocket, in the other pocket, I make a little tag with all the lovely trims from Lavish Laces again. And this rag is also from Lavish Laces. So that is the tag that you can write on. Oh, I forgot to say this is also a lovely, lovely lace. Yeah, so she's based in Florida, if I'm not wrong. So in the USA. So for those of you from the USA, it will be good for shipping and whatnot, and her prices are reasonable as well. So this is another printed page. I just stick an kind of applique there to take off that dark brooch or something on the image. So there you go. There is another picture of Donnabella. I just kind of wrote some fabric, rose flower there. Just collage it up. And this is a vintage ruffle. Just a put around there in the frame. These are vintage antique collars. And then I just color some scrap appliques on there. You can see. So that is another page. There we go. There is another way of using that lovely trims. I just weave the rag-rags on there. So this is these two trim. I just weave it over and I put it on the edge. And then here I use a antique doily with tatting, and then the little flower applique, and then the flowers that look vintage, yeah. And then I just ruffle out some scream, cotton scream as a ribbon over there. So on this page, here we go, is another lovely what do you call it, eyelet from Lavish Laces. I just went through my sewing machine and just ruffled it up, and then I stuck it on there. Okay, and this is some scrap fabric that I have, which is vintage, very delicate. I just thought I love to see drapes, you see, so I just draped that over that page. So, it could be a pocket, but I didn't put anything in there. And on here, again, is Donnabella. in her fine necklace, diamante, and I've got an applique and a little heart-shaped diamante there on her hat. So I just brought these drapes over here and then just stuck some flowers there, and there's some more of that ribbon that I scrunch up with the cotton screen. There we go. On this page here, again, I just put a key there, and then this is a vintage trim, and here you got a pocket. I didn't put there's no pocket there because I sewed glue on. And then here inside the pocket, just got some things, little tags and whatnot to write on. A little letter. They are French letters, well, the digital. And then a little a French thingy card. Can't remember what you call them now. And then I got a little collage flower there. Some bead trims. And this is a lovely trim from Lavish Lace. So I put it on the edge. So here I got another lovely trim from Lavish Laces there. Again, this is an old doily. You can see all the discoloration, which I just love, natural. And I just sewed on by hand. So, and this is the trim from Lavish Laces. Okay, and so here is Belladonna again. So I sewed on these flowers, and then this diamante trim with the edge of the laces from Lavish Laces. And this is an old antique collar, which I just glue onto the edge here. I just thought it looks nice. Again, it's like a drape. This is a little dangle flower, avocado dyed. I sewed on a couple more of these flowers as well. And then there's one there as well, just to contrast with a bit of white, I thought. So here is some of my off-cut doilies. I just kind of collage it up with a paper flower there. And this is a lovely, very unique trim from Lavish Lace, which is, I've got none to show you because I've used it all up. So I kind of just weave it all through with these old vintage velvet ribbon. Okay, so I got a whole bag of ribbons from Lavish Laces, and that one was the brown one here. I've got this little bit left, and that goes weave through there, and I thought that looks really nice and vintage. And then there's a bit of off-cut applique I just stuck at the end. And then this page here, I got Donnabella again in her lovely lace bonnet there. I just scrunch up some laces. It's all from you know, Lavish Laces. Scrunch it all up and just glue on. And then I've got some, this is from a stash, some light pink lace. And then stuck on a bit of ribbon roses and mulberry buds there. And look at this lovely, I have got some of this left. Look at that. So I just thread through this pale pink trim for myself through here, and tie a bow. It's like you know, like a collar of a dress, and then at the bottom there is a vintage, if not antique, bit of doily that has been avocado dye. I believe that is from my dear friend Gail. Thank you, Gail, for that. That come in handy. And this is another bit of ruffle ribbon that I just ruffle up and glue on the page. There is another side pocket. This is from Lavish Laces, and then it's digital kind of ledger slip. So go in that pocket there. And then here I've got Donnabella again in her fine years. This is a lace from my stash. It's got a little bit of gold in it, so I thought that was, you know, okay. A little bit of applique stuck on the top. And this is another lovely lace, and there is another black velvet trim from Lavish Laces. That is actually, I think I got some left. These lovely cotton eyelets. I love that bit. There we go. I love this bottom bit, which again you can cut out, and then you're gonna have this trim where you can thread laces and ribbon through. So yeah, that's that. And over here I've got this is a very sheer ribbon. I have got any left? Yes, this is what is there. So I just thought I'd put it in the middle there like a belly band, but it's not a belly band because I've kind of put some glue on to stuck this applique on, and I also make this rolled flower out of the cotton screen, and I kind of just collage it all with again another doily from Dyed by a Gal. So I just kind of collage it all with some scraps of applique I've got from my stash. So there's that page. And then here, there we go. This is another, is that the same? Yes, it is. It is from this lace again. I just can't, you can see I've cut off this half of it, not quite half, and went through my sewing machine to ruffle it up, and then from the edge. You can see that there. So it's, you know, when you see a piece of lace, it's not just as it is. You can actually, you know, cut it up and use it in different ways. So that's how I see it anyway. So here is a hat. I've used the Victorian beaded applique again over as a hat. So I put it at the bottom over some cheesecloth, and then another shabby flower that I made. Another one of these. I kind of just collage it together and that form a hat. And here, as the color of a dress, this is vintage or antique. It is it's like bobbin lace. It's lovely. Look at it. I just love the edges of it. It's a long piece, so I fold it up, kind of offset it, not quite double up, but you know, offset it so you can see two layers, and then just glue it on, and then with these lovely trims from Lavish Laces, which I sew through and gathered up, and then this is a little brooch there. So that is that. And then I use this lovely light pink lace again to kind of form another page, and so you know, so the other page is not too dark. So that is what I've done. It's all hand sewed on. So on this page is Donnabella again with a lovely flower, and then a bit of what you call it, these are all like earrings. They come from something I bought, and then I just put that along there. And here is collar again. I just ruffle up that lace, and then these crochet trims as well. These are from Lavish Laces. So I just ruffle up to form two layers, and then this is some costume jewelry. I just I sewn that on. So yeah, and so this we're near the last page now. So And there you can see this gorgeous trim, which is corded, and it's very narrow as well, from Lavish Laces. I love this. This is one of my favorites. And then one of a vintage applicator from my own stash. I just stuck it on there. And that is that page. So and then finally, there we go. I finished off with this lovely lace again, all sewn on. And the last page you can see is similar to the front, where I use this gorgeous antique trim, and then this antique eyelet as well. It's a lovely fabric, that is. And then here is the pocket. Again, I made a collage. No, I didn't. That is just a printable. I glue on there. And it's Donnabella on tag. You can see I use all Lavish Laces trims all around the edges, which I find they are really perfect for framing and edges of journals. And there is another one of crochet trims, which I kind of ruffle as I go along, threading through that brown velvet ribbon. So that was sewn on, so it's all sewn on. And then I just collage a little bit with this lace, which is I've used up most of the things now from my Lavish Laces, and I kind of just collage that up, and then that goes to the back of the page. It's a pocket. So that is my vintage shabby journal, a shabby vintage journal. So I hope this is not getting too boring. I'm so sorry if it is. Try to be as fast as I can. It's such a big journal that, much as I love to do a tutorial, it's just too much and too time consuming. So so I have to just go through it briefly, quickly as I can. So these are all the trims that I got left from Vintage Laces, which I put it onto some beads, and it's on a pin. I just pinned it on, so it's all sewn onto there. And then you can see all the gorgeous trims. What is left, I just put everything onto to make tassels. So this is the you can see that is the this one, which I cut into 4 strips. So so it's all there, and I use this gorgeous one, and this is the one that I like, and then this white one as well. There you go, and there's that black fuzzy trims, and then this rig rag. Look at that. And this is the wider crochet I just cut into. Like you see, when you see a lace or trim, what is wide, you can cut it up to make, to make different uses of it. There you go, there's more. So I must have cut that into 3. So I use up this favorite lace of mine, the trim. So it's lots and lots here that I've used everything up. These gorgeous, narrow trims are very hard to find, and but you certainly can get them from Lavish Laces, because he has lace of it, what he sends me anyway. So this is my big fluffy tassel that I pin onto the side of the spine of the journal. So I hope you like it, and thank you for for the opportunity, Jay Seller, for asking me to make as your guest design team member, and I am certainly very honored. So I'm gonna tie her back up, and hopefully you like what I've made, and please do visit the Facebook page and the Etsy shop for Lavish Laces if you haven't been or never heard of her. So thank you very much, everybody, for visiting. I know I haven't been, you know, for a while, so I do appreciate you subscribing to me and popping in. Yeah, I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will try my best when I do get time to make some things and put on. Yes, so take care, everybody, and I'll see you again soon, I hope. Bye bye.